The sun was setting, painting the forest in golden and crimson hues. David, an experienced forester, was heading home, enjoying the silence. Suddenly, there was a rustle in the bushes, and a bear stepped onto the path. But this was no ordinary frightened beast. Tears were streaming down its face. David froze. In all his years working in the forest, he had seen many things, but never a crying bear. The animal didn't growl or attack. It just looked at the man with pleading eyes, as if begging for help. "What's wrong with you?" David whispered, his heart pounding wildly. The bear turned and took a few steps deeper into the forest, glancing back as if calling him to follow. David's instincts screamed at him to run, but something in the bear's eyes made him go after it. They walked for a long time until they reached a raging river. The bridge was old, nearly collapsed, but the bear confidently stepped onto the shaky planks. Gritting his teeth, David followed. On the other side of the river, a sight met them that made their blood run cold. A half-destroyed circus tent, rusty cages, and inside, emaciated animals. A lion with a dull mane, a monkey with patches of fur torn out, a wolf with a broken leg. The bear approached one of the cages and nudged the bars with its nose. Inside lay a small she-bear, his mate? Sister? Mother? She was barely breathing. David pulled out his phone, but there was no signal. So he ran back, risking falling into the river. Reaching the nearest village, he called the police and animal rescuers. At dawn, the rescue operation began. The animals were evacuated, and the circus owners were arrested. It turned out to be an illegal traveling circus that had abandoned its performers to their fate. When the she-bear was carefully carried out on a stretcher, the crying bear stood on its hind legs and let out a muffled sound, almost like a moan. David stepped closer. "Everything will be all right," he whispered, reaching out his hand. The bear touched his palm with its cold nose. 5 years had passed since then. David became an activist, helping wildlife sanctuaries. Sometimes, he returned to that spot in the forest where he had first met the bear. One day, at the edge of the clearing, he saw familiar tracks. And in the distance, among the trees, a large dark figure flickered. Maybe it was him. Maybe he had just come to say, "Thank you."